Hi, this is Jessica DaMassa from GuideWell, and I'm here at Exponential Medicine, where I have managed to score the most exclusive interview of all. I am talking with Kate Warnock, who has been our interview extraordinaire in the GuideWell Insights Lounge for the last 4 days. Kate has spoken with over 50 different innovators, speakers, startup companies, basically everybody, in in-depth conversations, and now finally, we are going to hear from her. So Kate, tell us about your experience over the past 4 days.
Jessica, it has been beyond a privilege to be here. GuideWell was invited to be a partner with Singularity in making sure that folks who couldn't be an attendee had access to the thought leaders, to the themes, to the energy that's been here at Singularity or at Exponential Medicine, and being able to set up this amazing set that we had thanks to our team at GuideWell Connect Studios. We had just an amazing experience and a perfect venue to host some of the speakers that have been here. As well as the attendees. So, it's just been a remarkable time.
Okay, so like we said, 50 interviews.
Yes.
Who stood out to you?
I have a few favorites. Obviously, being able to speak with Daniel Kraft at the end of every day.
Yeah.
The man is the Energizer Bunny. Nobody would doubt that. So him being able to recap, what is it that were the main points of the day, and then teed us up for the next, that was always enjoyable.
Right.
We had Peter Diamandis, the great Peter Diamandis,
Always.
was on with us for an interview last night where he even shared with us what needs to be disrupted next, and his answer to that was education. So having children of my own, I can't wait to see what that might look like, especially if he's helping to drive that change.
Right.
Some others, though, that were speakers and attendees, we had Dr. John Madison. He's amazing. Chief Information Medical Officer for Kaiser Permanente. And one thing that I so enjoyed about him is he shared his team is so phenomenal that they can kind of do the job that they're there to do and allow him to go out and really look forward, and spend his time understanding what the global trends are and how that's going to impact his personal community. So fantastic talking with him. We had Stephen Keating, who couldn't be moved by this person who discovered his own brain tumor. He a PhD student and was in the right place at the right time, but what he decided he would do with, still going through chemotherapy treatment, something very, what could be devastating to some, he has really taken to say, this is my experience. It's the experience of so many thousands of others. He is a true patient advocate for the data that you yourself, your own health generates. Everybody should be able to access that. And what he's doing to translate that information into these 3D printed objects that really help people understand what does their health look like. They have a tangible piece of their health to hold. Just blown away by Stephen. We had another one of my favorites also was Lindsay Mosby with Frog Design. And
Frog is amazing.
Frog is fantastic. She could absolutely host her own television show. I absolutely encourage you to watch her. She was just delightful. But, again, telling everybody how important it is to remember that the user experience really needs to be, at the beginning of your design process, right, as all these innovators who are here and sharing what their solutions are. If it's not going to seamlessly fit into someone's life, it's not going to be adopted. So to have her sharing that wisdom with everybody, I know was going to be so valuable. So those are some of my favorites, but there are so many more, as you mentioned. We have the 50 interviews, and of course our woman on the street here has done upwards of 30, I believe.
So we've talked, between the two of us, we've talked to a broad spectrum of the attendees here.
No doubt.
So what were some of the key trends or the key themes that emerged in your interviews? What were some of the things people were really talking about now that, you're the one who's got the full scope of all of them.
Absolutely.
At least right now. So what should people look for if they want to watch them all?
Okay, so some of the key themes, it's a great question. We tended to ask some questions that we got repeat answers to, but everybody had their own unique perspective. So, talking about whether there is an actual renaissance in healthcare. Hands down, no question, there is a renaissance going on.
Okay.
And, so to hear those perspectives, totally valuable. Hearing about, this was the first time that I'd ever heard the words democratization of healthcare. In my role at GuideWell, I follow a lot of the social media conversations, and we're very familiar with the patient experience. What democratization of healthcare is, Jessica, it's advancing that so far beyond just the individual empowered patient. Mm-hmm. It's really looking at how can everybody collaborate to completely, radically change the care delivery system that we might be used to, to something that is so much more. It's just going to be rooted in humanity, and I know that seems squishy to say it that way, but it's really it's about taking personal who we are as an individual, mind, body, soul, and feeding that into how healthcare is going to be delivered in the future, and most importantly, making sure that everyone has access to it. So whether you're the son of a billionaire or the daughter of a rural farmer, everybody should have the same access to health so that they themselves can live their best personal life. One other theme to talk about is big data, and the fact that that is absolutely going to feed into how that new form of healthcare is going to be delivered. It's all going to be based on who we are. So all this information that we're developing, through our wearables, through visits to our clinicians, even this ambient technology that will be in the home, it's going to feed into this new future of health. So I'm just delighted to have heard all about that.
Excellent. We heard a lot about personalized medicine as well, and even extending that personalization to the way people are consuming medicine. So, a lot of great speakers, a lot of great insights. Kate, thank you so much for all of the work that you've done. If anybody is interested in checking out all of Kate's interviews, all 50, all of the 30 roving interviews that my crew and I have done, all of these are available on our YouTube channel. So you can go to youtube.com/Guidewell MHC and find them there. So you can review and take a look and take away your own insights from all of these health innovation luminaries that we've had the pleasure of speaking with. So Kate and I are about to hit the beach. I think we are no longer tied to the Guidewell Insights Lounge, as fabulous as it is. So thank you so much. This is Jessica DaMassa and Kate Warnock
Kate Warnock
signing off.
Bye-bye.
Bye.